Now, streaming live, this is KSLA News Now.
Well, thank you for joining us. You're watching KSLA News Now. I'm Jeff Horchak. New tonight in your crime tracker, the mayor of Arcadia is facing felony charges after state investigators say that he used public money for his own benefit. According to the Attorney General, Liz Murrow's office, Louisiana Bureau of Investigation arrested Mayor Olandis Milliken on charges of malfeasance in office and theft. Now, the LBI launched its investigation after receiving reports that Milliken was misusing town funds. They uncovered more than $30,000 in questionable spending. According to investigators, more than $21,000 in public money was used to repair Milliken's personal vehicle last year. They say that he wrote multiple checks from town accounts to cover the bills. They also accuse him of using more than $7,800 to rent tents, lights, generators, and even cooling fans for private events held at his home over the past 2 years. The Milliken now faces multiple felony counts tied to the alleged misuse of public funds. Also in your crime tracker, 2 Shreveport brothers convicted earlier this year for a 2023 murder have now been sentenced to life in prison. According to the Caddo District Attorney's Office, 21-year-old Roderick Dwayne Smith Jr. and his 20-year-old brother Romarian Smith received mandatory life terms today in Caddo District Court. The prosecutors say the brothers shot and killed 21-year-old Jamani Johnson Jr. outside of his home at the Jolie Apartments on Quail Creek Road back on June 19th of 2023. Johnson was shot 6 times in his back. Now, Roderick Smith will serve life without the possibility of probation, parole, or suspension of sentence. Romarian also received life for second-degree murder, but because he was only 17 at the time, he will be eligible for parole at some point. Well, driving over 100 miles per hour here in Louisiana could potentially land you in jail. A representative in Baton Rouge is creating a law that could criminalize repeated excessive speeding. Now, House Bill 100 originally states that felony speeding as driving more than 30 miles over the speed limit. However, Representative Dixon McMacken now says that felony speeding is driving more than 100 miles per hour. The first offense will most likely get you a citation, but repeated offenses will get you a $1,000 fine and possibly 6 months behind bars. Representative McMacken says that targeting dangerous speeding on interstates is key.
So to protect people that are in the cars of the drivers and then those that are on the roads with those people as well, we wanted to do something to put a little more serious when you're going such a high speed over the speed limit.
The goal of House Bill 100 is to prevent fatal crashes in the state. The state's legislative session will start on March 9th, and the House bill will go to the House Committee on Administrative of Criminal Justice in April. Well, the Shreveport Police Department presented year-to-date crime statistics showing some significant progress. Homicides are down to 2 compared to 7 last year, and shootings plummeted from 35 to 16. Sex crimes, vehicle thefts, burglaries, and even vehicle burglaries are all down compared to last year in 2024. However, armed robbery is up compared to last year.
And those warm temperatures will be sticking around all the way through the weekend. I'll have more details on those warm temperatures, just how high the temperatures will climb, coming up next.
Now, KSLA First Alert Weather.
And there's a live look outside tonight where it is a warm night across the Arklatex. Temperatures are still well into the 70s right now, and it's just going to feel like spring for the next several days. We're going to soar well into the 80s each day through the weekend, and that warmth is going to stick around. We'll see highs near 80 all of next week as well. So we're kind of skipping seasons here. I know winter's not technically over, but for the Arklatex, it pretty much is at this point. I think we're going to stay very warm for quite some time. Stormy pattern also looms here starting the latter portions of next week. We could start to see a lot more active weather as far as storms and rainfall potential. We need it too, because we got the update on our drought today, and it's gotten even worse. That severe drought has expanded across more of the Arklatex now, and we got some pockets of extreme drought as well. And more counties, more parishes were added to those burn bans today, so almost the entire Arklatex underneath the burn ban. There are still a few exceptions to that, but even if your area is not underneath the burn ban, just don't do any outdoor burning because it's just way too dry. Now we got to talk about these changes that we have by the middle to latter portions of next week. We're going to see that jet stream shifting a bit closer to the Arklatex, which provides the upper level energy for storm systems to come in, and at the same time a lot of moisture coming in off the Gulf here, and that's going to set the stage for what looks to be a pretty stormy pattern. And we could see multiple rounds of storms starting next Wednesday and then lasting all the way through. We could see this lasting for a couple of weeks. Actually, could be with us for a while. Severe weather is possible with this type of pattern that we have setting up, so check back for updates as we get closer. Rain chances look pretty low through the weekend. In fact, no chance of rain at all the way through Sunday. Small rain chances Monday, Tuesday, but that storm chance does start to come up quite a bit as we head towards Wednesday and Thursday as that big pattern change starts to move in to the Arklatex. And look at this. We have our rainfall forecast for the March 4th through the 8th time frame. That's our 6 to 10 day outlook. And it is showing well above average rainfall potential here, and that active pattern continues for quite some time. This should continue all the way through at least March 12th. So as I've been talking about now for the last several days, as we finish February and start the new month, it looks like we are going to really change up our pattern. It's going to get pretty stormy around here, I think, as we head into the first couple weeks of March. Here's that forecast for tomorrow, though. It's going to be beautiful. Tons of sunshine, 62 at 9 a.m., mid-70s at noon, and up near 80 for tomorrow afternoon. So get outside and enjoy that. It's going to be a great Friday. We get down to 50 degrees Friday night, back up to 84 on Saturday. The weekend looks beautiful, low to mid 80s. Get outside and enjoy that sunshine. It's going to be a nice weekend forecast. 77 on Monday, and then we could see some storms back in the forecast by Wednesday and into Thursday. So keep our fingers crossed. We do need some of that rainfall.
We do, we really do. We just don't want any storms. That's the thing, but it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to get both.
I mean, I like a good thunderstorm. I mean, I kind of find it soothing as long as it doesn't get to severe levels.
Yeah.
So just some thunder, lightning, some good rain. That'd be kind of nice.
Yeah, it'd be nice if it was slow. I know we can't always predict that or control that, but
we'll see.
when you get that violent rain, then you get flash floods.
Right. Let's hope we can just ease out of this drought and not just jump out of it.
Exactly. Sounds good.
Yep.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you for watching. We hope you can tune in for our next newscast. That's coming up tonight at 10. Until then, stay connected with us right here on our KSLA News 12 app. We'll see you at 10.